Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War. As you can see, my units are in different configuration than they were at the end of the last episode. This is because I've already filmed this episode. However, the sound was completely bonkers when I looked at the video, so I messed up with my sound setup. But I didn't have a save file, so I had to play anew. So I played to this point off screen, and now we're just continuing pretty much from the same point we left off. I was a little more gregarious this time, so last time there were a couple of bandits here, but just because I was playing very cautiously on camera. Off screen, obviously, I just, was very risky and attacked because I didn't have a save file. So, lesson learned there. Always have a save file. We're gonna have Sigurd go up and, do a conversation, and Alec is gonna get a steel sword. So one of the things I've been thinking about is finding a way to make Arden good, because it would be really fun to use Arden, because I mean, no one does. Arden just always sucks and never gets to shine. So, it would be fun to give him a chance to shine, but I keep thinking of ways to make Arden usable. And it's like, every way, I can't think of a way to make him good without, substantially hurting my other units. So obviously, one thing that comes to mind is, maybe I could keep the pursuit ring on him. And maybe I give him the steel sword. Maybe I give him the hero sword. But inevitably, it's always, none of it adds up. He just doesn't become good enough. I don't know. I believe in you, Arden. Midir is gonna go here. Azel's gonna stay behind. Alright. And let's see what that mysterious individual up north does. I'm pretty well set up for enemy phase here, because Lex can tank these guys. Probably placed. Okay, it's all good now. I did place Finn a little too close, but Finn is very good because he doubles and he does a lot of damage. Well, now Alec with the steel sword should perform very well against these enemies. And we are gonna pretty much hit and run. Hit and run is gonna be the name of the game. The question is, who do I attack who with? And Midir can light this guy up from a mid-range distance. And go back a bit. This guy. I am gonna have to place someone here to cover Midir on enemy phase. So Finn can probably run away from this guy pretty easily. And now we have two very low bandits. Sorry, two very low Verdanites. One thing I think this translation has done really well is it's kind of made me sympathize a lot more with Verdane here. Because you just see how, like, dismissive all of your characters are against Verdane. They're just like, oh yeah, these Verdanite thugs, savages, barbarians. It makes you kind of think, like, whoa, hold on. Like, it's clear that the people of Grandvale are already dismissive of Verdane well prior to their invasion. Get this healing up. So, I might have to do a cut at some point early in the episode, because I want to make sure my audio setup is good mid-episode. So I think at the start of next turn, I'll have a small cut. But not before this conversation. It has been too long, Master Sigurd. Lord Arvis, why are you... His Majesty is concerned with the crisis here, and he bade me to come and observe. He also entrusted me with this, a gift for you. This is a silver sword? A gift from His Majesty? Oh, what an honor! Lord Arvis, be sure to pass my deepest gratitude for this on to the king. Very well. Incidentally, Sigurd, rumor has it that my brother, Azel, is among your forces. I presume this is true? Sorry about that. It sounded as if he came behind your back, but I couldn't turn him away. If at all possible, would you mind if he remained with me for a while longer, because we have no other magic users? I see. So as long as you keep him safe, then. He and I may have different mothers, but Azel still is my only brother. I'd prefer if he remained by my side, but perhaps this is how it must be. I'll entrust Azel to you, Sigurd. Be sure that he learns from this experience. You can leave it to me, Lord Arvis. Once we're done here, I'll do what I can to convince him to go home. Good to hear it. Now, I must return to His Majesty's side in the capital. I'm entrusting this crisis to you, Sigurd. No, that's unfortunate he doesn't join us. We could really use his help with taking on the boss, but... I guess we'll just have to figure things out. Move Arden here on the plane. Alec can heal up a bit. Alec's gonna do very well with the steel sword. Azel, I want to keep Azel. Yeah, I'm gonna move him here. Azel dies in 2 hits to these guys, whereas other people die in 3 hits. And Azel can't really dodge them. So, it's good to keep Azel in the back. You know, especially since we just told his brother we were gonna do everything we can to keep him alive. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Nice. Good dodge there by Arden. Man, Lex can just withstand so much. If you I like this unit positioning on my part because everyone is kind of tempted to attack my tankiest unit or face weapon triangle disadvantage. Good positioning by me. I'm not gonna save. Brief cut right here, guys, just because I'm gonna look at this recording, make sure my setup's good. And we are back. I was very pleased with the quality of, like, the 8-minute clip at the start of this episode, so I'm gonna go ahead and power through, and it looks like there's not much to be done. Just set this guy on fire. Boom! Hazel doesn't double. Oh well. Then poke with the lance. That speed ring on Finn is allowing him to double these enemies now. The archery enemies. Because bows... the axe guys are pretty bad here because axes are so heavy. But the bow units are somewhat decent. Just because... just because bows are lighter and they're not at weapon triangle disadvantage. You know what, guys? I've never understood the logic behind weapon triangle disadvantage. Simply because... I mean, how is it like a sword is weak to a lance? Why is an axe weak to a sword? Like, none of it makes sense. But I guess it's a fun little mechanic. Fun little mechanic to spice up the game. Noi's just gonna hold that choke. And Midir is gonna light this guy on fire from a mid-range distance. Boom! It's a great 2-point. Midir is now 4 for 4 on field goals from the mid-range. If any of you guys follow the NBA, I'm kind of referencing that a bit. But Archer successful shooting percentages are much higher than field goal percentages. HP defense. This is what I mean by Lex getting so good. He started the chapter at level 4 with like 9 defense. He already has 12 defense. So, yeah. He also leveled speed successfully. But that's not very useful on him. I mean, I guess speed is always a little bit useful because it's 2 points of evasion. But in terms of doubling, it's not really useful. The reason why in later games speed is such a good stat, like in the Game Boy Fire Emblem games, and the Tellius games and all that, and even in Thracia, is because it's both an offensive and a defensive stat, right? If you have high speed, like, you're not getting doubled. First of all, you need speed to not get doubled. Then, if possible, you need to start doubling yourself. So, units like Armor Knights that don't have low speed, like, in a game like this, it's not really the fact that they have low speed that kills them, it's the movement. But in later games, it's both, like, the speed and the movement. Because the speed just really hurts their durability, because they're taking 2 attacks. They're getting hit twice by everything. And if they get hit twice by a magic unit, they're probably gonna die, so... yeah, they're at risk for getting one-rounded easily, and they're not even that durable, because even though they might be taking less damage per hit, because everything is attacking them twice, doesn't really matter all that much. Thinking, can I get Alec onto the choke? I'm not gonna put Alec on the choke, because Alec has lower HP. Lex is gonna whack this guy, and then Kanto back. He's getting whacked. And now Finn. I'm gonna play safe. I'm not 100% sure Finn will be able to hit and run back. So it's like, why take the risk, you know? No reason to take the risk. No reason to take an unnecessary risk. Yeah. Look at all those mounted units. This game is definitely... this game is the, like, cavalry game of the series. At least in Gen 1. In Gen 2, you do have, like, a couple infantry units. A good amount of infantry units. Alright. Azel, light this guy up. I'm actually thinking it might be possible to just break through. Magic. Nice. Might be possible to just break through. Kill these 4 guys and surround this guy. But... no reason to be risky, though. So, using Finn to get the kill here, because he's less likely to dodge. So you generally, what you want to do is chip with the units that have weapon triangle advantage, and then come in and finish off with the units that don't. Because the units that don't are more likely to take damage. So, yeah. I wonder if Lex can kill him. 26 against 8. That's not enough. That is pretty baller that Lex has 26 attack, though. So I'm gonna have to chip with Noish. And... can have Midir light him up. Or just kill him with Lex. Yeah, I think this is more efficient, is hitting this guy from a range. 6 for 6 on field goals. Nice, Midir. And Lex can come in. Kill the hand axe user. With 18, 26, 8. We are so close to finishing this chapter. Oh my god. Another awesome level up from Lex. I think Lex is gonna end up being the MVP here. Even though I desperately want Arden to be the MVP. So the reason I keep healing everyone up, even though I'm about to, like, finish these guys, is because the boss that's sitting on the castle over there, he's pretty tough. You guys will see I may have some trouble with him. So, yeah. Oh, this is really good because now the archers can't attack without being retaliated. Unfortunately, Azel does not... Oh, this is perfect. That was brilliant positioning by me. I knew that was... Fire Emblem is so much about, like, setting your position up in... Setting yourself up for a good enemy phase. So that the enemy, the AI, like, does as much damage to itself as possible. Like, that's what player phase is generally just, like... Kill whatever you can. Take as little damage as possible. Set yourself up for enemy phase. And we certainly have done it here. Arden gets a kill. Come on, Arden. And now, this is the power of the mounted units in this game when they can attack and move. It's just so powerful because you can easily break through a choke. So, in another Fire Emblem game, I would have to rely on, like, a ranged unit and another unit being powerful enough to take out that guy so I can advance past the choke. But in this game, I have a bunch of mounted units, and they can just attack from the same spot and retreat. And that guy can get attacked so many times just because the mounted units are so good. So, the best way to take this guy down, 55 HP for a prologue boss. That is insane. It's really absurd. Like, he's a prologue. This is the prologue. And he has 55 HP. Fortunately, he's not very good in other areas. Like, he doesn't have any skills that make you afraid, so... It should all be fine. So what I'm gonna do is expose Azel all in enemy phase. And just fight him that way. I will have my other units contribute. Go to hell, you Granville dogs! And his hit is pretty high, like... His hit is high enough that he's able to... He has pretty decent hit rates against my sword-wielding units. And everyone's fucking wounded. Except maybe Lex. Actually, what I'm gonna have is, Lex is just gonna chat here. It's been a while, huh, Sigurd? Lex, I take it you're here to help as well? Yeah, Azel dragged me into it. I swear, I can't say no to that twerp. Ha! You haven't changed a bit, have you, Lex? But what about your father, Lord Langbolt? Does he know you've come here? Oh, hell no! You know as well as I how much my father loathes yours. There's no way he'd ever let me help House Chalfie, even if his life depended on it. I had to slip out behind his back. Just so we're clear, Sigurd, I'm not here for you. Azel's my best friend, and he really wanted to help. That's all. Heh, a bit harsh, but thanks for coming all the same. Any help is greatly appreciated. Well, I'll do what I can. Those Verdane dogs have had their run of our land for long enough. Lex, what a homeboy. Of course, the inspiration for Hector from Fire Emblem 7. Ow. Light him on fire from a mid-range distance. Good job. So, all my units are damaged at this point. Seems like the only thing I can do here is just heal Azel. And that's pretty much it. I guess I can have Lex, That dude has 100 hit on me. And I have only 50 hit on him. Wait, can Arden help out? Arden! Oh. Arden does not survive 2 hits, so... Yep, this is the only way to kill him fast. No dodge. No! This is the best way to kill him. Oh wait, I do want to do one other thing though. Dun, dun. Speed, HP, luck. Nice. Alright. Midir does not die to him, so... Oi, wait a sec! No bows, you coward! That ain't a fair fight! Oh, shut up! Let Lady Aideen go! Now! Apparently, Gerard thinks bows are unfair. Can't say I disagree, Gerard. Well, I mean, to be fair, Gerard, like, you could leave the castle and go here and attack him and smack him in the face. Arden could get the boss kill. But he could also miss, and then he's dead. So, yeah. Azel survives with 2 HP. 10 skill, 7 skill. So Alec has the highest hit rates against this guy. But it's still only an 84%. And an 84% on single RNG is not something I'm gonna risk his life on. Especially with Gerard being so bulky. There we go. Oh, too bad for you. Killing me ain't gonna free your dame. Prince Gandalf's already... Yeah, we absolutely needed Azel for that, because otherwise it would have been quite miserable. I do want to seize, but before that, I know there's a talk here. Lord Sigurd, I'm so relieved to see you're unharmed. Azel? Azel of Velthamer. What are you doing here? I'm here with Flex. We want to do whatever we can to fight the Verdunite invasion. Please allow us to fight by your side. We won't let you down. Of course. I couldn't ask for better help. But what of your brother, Lord Arvis? Is he alright with you helping out? No, he's been tasked with command of the Royal Guard. He made it clear that I wasn't supposed to leave Valhalla at all. Did he now? I can only imagine the scolding that you'll be in for later. I know this is a dreadful thing to say, but to be honest, I'm terrified of Arvis. Sometimes, when I'm around him, I feel as if I'm only a nuisance to him. Is that right? Well, whatever your reasons, I'm just glad that you're here, Azel. You're more than welcome to stay for as long as you want. Thank you, sir. Wow, he's just like all the rumors say. He's nothing like Arvis. So the idea behind that talk being that, you know, Azel feels that... Yep. There's the talk between Sigurd and Quan, but we've already done that one. And, prologue complete. Wait, before... Let's make sure we do some heal grinding. Just before we seize. Very important that we do heal grinding. Sire, we've completed our search of the castle. Lady Aideen is nowhere to be found. Blast! Where could she be? She was most likely taken deeper into Verdane before we arrived. I hope she's alright. Gah! I won't let them get away with this. They can run, but until they surrender Aideen, they won't escape me. Triumphant music! Sire, an envoy from His Majesty is seeking an audience with you. Lord Sigurd, your performance in this battle was outstanding. His Majesty is highly pleased and has thus proclaimed you on ordination as a Paladin of the realm. I hardly deserve such an honor, sir. I pledge my undying fealty to His Majesty. From here, it is imperative that you hold Evans. We can ill afford to lose such a valuable defensive point to the enemy. You and your men shall be handsomely paid for your service. Provided, of course, that our territory survives unscathed. Best of luck, Lord Sigurd. Granvale expects every man to do his duty. What an uplifting end to the chapter. Very uplifting. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. And I will see you in episode 4.